I loved it. Well, I'm such a huge Coen Brothers fan, and it had all the earmarks of a great script. And of course, George had worked his magic on it. But yeah, so exciting, and you know, so much darkness, but so funny, like, you know, every Coen Brothers movie you've seen. He's introduced as a mysterious figure. We don't really know who he is, but I guess you could say he's one of a rogues gallery of Coen Brothers characters, he and his partner. You know, these sort of twosomes that they seem to have in a lot of their movies, from Raising Arizona to Fargo. Not exactly bumbling, but somewhat dangerous, somewhat funny, somewhat inept. I just knew that Matt would be perfect in this role. And he's just the kind of actor, of course, he's America's sweetheart and everybody loves him, and he's a handsome guy and he radiates goodness, but he also is not afraid to show his dark side, to make fun of himself. He's done that repeatedly throughout his career, and so this is a great opportunity for him to play more of a sort of mild-mannered guy who's actually not terribly heroic. Julianne's famous for certain roles that that take place around this time period, and she just works in it. Some people just fit a certain time period, and Julianne, you have no trouble believing, is in this case 2 characters from 1950s suburbia. So yeah, she just wears it. She looks it. They're all guys that really care about story, about telling a good story, and they have great senses of humor, of course, and they're also not afraid of the dark side of human nature and exploring that, and a sort of political awareness and a moral kind of compass that all their stories combine. But I think, you know, as you can see in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, you know, the world got to see how George could make fun of himself. And he's carried that through in his career, and he really enjoys that side of making Suburbicon, that it's got this really dark humor to it. We're definitely turning that idea of the 1950s suburban America on its ear and looking at the underbelly of what that means. It's the most entertaining kind of film. It's everything you want in a movie. I mean, it's got action, and it's got fights in it, it's got so much humor in it, it's got a little bit of romance, it's got the innocence of a child, it's got you know, all this wonderful period detail, and you know, nobody writes a movie like the Coens, you know, and it's got great movie stars in it and great actors. It's a really wonderful company of actors. And they really don't make them like this anymore. You know, it's really a treat to be in a film that is a real Hollywood movie that's about something.
Hey there, movie fans! It's Vale here with a quick movie fact for you. Did you know that in the movie The Usual Suspects, Verbalkin says the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing men he didn't exist? This quote is from the French poet Charles Baudelaire, and it also appears in another movie featuring Gabriel Byrne and Kevin Pollak, End of Days. That's all for today. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to always receive the latest trailers the moment they are online. Bye bye, see you next time.